Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. XRP is still in this sideways range and so far nothing unusual is happening. We see a little bit more downside. That was what I preferred as well. In the last update I highlighted that to really get a nice and complete looking C wave, as highlighted here by this microstructure, it would be ideal if the move could end below the low of the A wave. I mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about really microstructures in a larger correction, because this is clearly corrective price action. There is nothing impulsive about it. This move up looks it might look impulsive to some, but it is clearly an ABC structure, so it's not an impulse. I know there was some positive news that came out there, and people were already talking about, like, you know, $5 plus for XRP, which is obviously not the case. And I think I warned again on that day that these news related rallies, they tend to lead to three-wave price tops, especially on XRP charts, on the XRP chart. That's been the case historically very frequently. So XRP likes to move in three-wave structures. What does it mean, three-wave structures? Well, it just means that the price has not been able to give us a clear signal that it's prepared to go higher, at least not with high confidence. A larger three-wave move can always develop, okay? So a three-wave move can always turn into a larger three-wave pattern. And I'm watching for higher prices just because of, you know, how this looks, just the overall look, and because this support area back in July was tested quite deep, okay, and then we've seen quite a reaction. So the pullback then formed a higher low, and the next rally looks impulsive, even though it's not an impulse. But I'm exploring the idea if we are going higher, and this pullback also looks corrective. So you can compare this move up with this move down, while the move up is also a three-wave move, and it doesn't really give us a very reliable bullish setup. I would still want to explore the idea that we can go higher because of the really corrective looking, like, slow and steady decline that we see. So it might be that setup that, you know, it might send us higher overall. It could either be a 1-2 setup, but that's speculative. The wave 1 would have to be part of a larger diagonal. So in these patterns, normally what we want to see for a reliable setup is that wave 1 has a 5-wave structure. Well, it doesn't. So it's, you know, take it with a pinch of salt. So that means the third wave would also be an ABC. It's just a rule, and that makes it all difficult. So it is not high confidence. That's all I'm saying. I would need further evidence to really strongly lean towards that scenario. Like, for example, a break above the trend line, a break above that 63.5 cent level, a break above the 64.5 cent level, and then 66 cents. There are 3 swing highs that need to be broken. And at the same time, I don't want the price to break below the upper support region, which is defined between 45.9 and 54.5 cents. This is micro support for either a wave 2 pullback, or if you're wondering about the white count, we talked in previous updates about the potential that XRP is working here on an Elliott wave triangle, which could also resolve itself to the upside, but it requires a little bit more sideways action. So as long as we only see corrective price action, and as long as we stay, especially here below the 64.5 cent level, the sideways structure could just continue. But now the C wave is below wave A, and in the last video I shared with you an ideal target for the C wave. That's the 100% extension. Let's see if we've reached that. That's typically an ideal target for any C wave. It was reached. Yeah, the price reached it and reacted. But now it's all about, okay, does that mean, you know, the low is in? No. The low is only in with the first 5-wave move up, followed by a 3-wave pullback, and ideally we break above a resistance. Now it hasn't done any of that. So we have to be a bit patient here. I think the correction could, I would not be surprised if we see further downside. Also in this support area, there is still plenty of space. That's the update about XRP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.